Hi everybody and welcome. This is Chuck Boulais and that's me in the picture there, right in the middle of your screen staring right back at you. Today I'm doing a video review on an upcoming product called Simple Start Blogging by James Gladwell. And before we go any further, I want you to know that I am not trying to sell you Simple Start Blogging by James Gladwell. I have no affiliation with the company or the product or with James Gladwell, and I have no vested interest in the product whatsoever. So my review is going to be 100% honest and truthful with no hype. You won't find an affiliate link down in my video description to Simple Start Blogging, so you can put your wallet away right now. Let me tell you a little bit about me. As I said, my name is Chuck Boulais, and I've been in the marketing business for well over 20 years. And when I left my job out in the brick and mortar world, I did so because I was tired of wearing a tie. I was really tired of sucking up to people that I didn't want to suck up to. And I was especially tired of working 60 and 70-hour weeks just to make my boss more insanely rich than he already was. So I banged my head. So after I left my job, I ended up banging my head against the wall for well over a year just trying to figure out how to make money online and the basics of online marketing and where me and my skill set just might be a good fit. During that time, I ended up spending literally tens of thousands of my own dollars from my own savings account trying to break into making money online. I bought almost every kind of one-on-one coaching that was pitched to me, internet program and different online product introduction that you can imagine. And each and every one of them told me that I'd make thousands of dollars a month, and most of these products and programs had almost always promised me these results with very little effort on my part, maybe even with only one or two clicks of the mouse, or even totally on autopilot. And I'm sharing that with you because I wanted you to know that I'm not an online guru. I'm not a member of the joint venture affiliate marketers inner circle, and I haven't been online forever making a ton of cash. I am a normal everyday guy who's had some bumps and bruises and made mostly good decisions, but in all honesty, I've made some bad ones too. But finally, my online business has taken off, and I've had some really good results. Now, most of that success has come since I decided to set out on a mission to help people as much as I can, and since I started doing these videos. And once I decided that even if I can keep one person a day from making just one of the same mistakes I made, I think it'll all be worth it, and success will come to me. Because I truly believe that success comes to those who help others and who love what they do. Now, before we get into the review, I want you to know that during all of that lengthy and very expensive personal research of mine, I found that the most important thing is that when you're looking into buying any type of program or product being offered for sale online, that it's a business decision. So you're going to want to utilize your business wisdom and acumen, or else you end up being a victim and you lose a lot of valuable time and money, neither of which any of us can afford to waste. If you can utilize your wisdom and always keep in mind that over 90% of program launches online are either bad fits for people, they underdeliver on their promises, or they're just out and out scams, you can save yourself a lot of time, money, and misery. Now, I am not saying that Simple Start Blogging by James Gladwell is a scam or a bad fit for you or me. Not at all. I just want you to know a little bit about what you're getting into at all times, right up front, the pros and cons, so you can make an informed decision before you start shelling out your money for another product. So, what is Simple Start Blogging by James Gladwell? Well, Simple Start Blogging is exactly what the name would imply. It is a blogging course set up for new people interested in making money by blogging, and it will teach you the ins and outs of blogging and as it pertains to making money on the internet. Now, first and foremost, to blog, you have to be able to write fairly well, or at least write well enough that people will want to read your blog. So keep that in mind. But there is a lot more to commercializing a blog than just being able to write well. And this course is designed to help you do that. It's, according to the author, an action-packed blogging course which shows you how to get started from scratch and take it to hundreds of visitors in just 30 days. The course is made up of easy-to-follow video tutorials containing some of the best tips and tools, all inside a quote-unquote slick membership site. Now, to tell you the truth, I've heard that many, many times before, that statement about 0 to hundreds of visitors in just 30 days. Um, that's a pretty tough nut to crack, pretty lofty goal. May happen, but it's not going to happen with everyone who buys this course just because you buy this course. There are basically two different kinds of blogging. There is passion blogging, and then there's commercial blogging, where the commercial blogging is where you promote a product and you write about it, and the passion blogging is where you write on topics that you're passionate about. So let me ask you a question right now. What do you want to blog about? What comes to mind? Anything? That's important because you need a topic to blog about, and you need to blog every day in order to build a successful and loyal audience for your blog. The great thing about the internet is that there are so many people getting on the internet today that there very well may be an audience for just about everyone's blog. Whether you can turn that into a commercial venture to make a lot of money on is dependent upon how well you write, the subject matter of your blog, and how well you can perform and learn SEO tactics and keyword tactics to score well in the search engines for your blog. In other words, have your blog rank high enough on the search engines on page 1 in order for readers to find you. Now, once they find you, you have to get them to click on your links that take them to whatever it is you're selling, and in that way you make commissions. Again, not the easiest task in the world, and even less easy to do it in 30 days, but I'm sure James Gladwell is a great teacher, and I think if anyone can do it, he'll be able to do it. Now, the initial cost of the program will be $97 right up front, but as soon as you've paid that $97, you'll be presented with an upsell that you absolutely must buy. And I'm not being facetious, I'm being serious. If you're going to buy a blogging course, you will have to buy the upsell, and that is going to be a monthly recurring charge of at least $47. I think it's actually $67. And what it is it will keep your program up to date, Gladwell, and will provide you with monthly coaching calls with some successful bloggers that he will line up along the way. He hasn't announced anyone, but he says that he will have some of the best bloggers in the world on these monthly programs. Personally, I think if you're paying that much money on a monthly basis, that you should certainly have more than once a month coaching. I think it once a week would be more appropriate. You may feel differently, but my experience has been that these programs offer coaching and webinars much more frequently than once a month. It's very difficult to sit down and blog every day or even 3 times a week, which is the bare minimum that you'll need to work to get your blog up and running with a big audience. It's just difficult to do because every time you sit down in front of that computer, you're asking yourself the same question: what am I going to blog about? And in the meantime, you're writing these checks for $47 every month that's just going out the window while you're sitting there trying to figure out what to write about so that you can make your next utility bill payment. Not only that, but besides blogging, you have to be sure that you've chosen a good selling product that people are going to want, people are going to click on your ads, and people are going to pull out their credit cards to pay for. Sounds daunting? It is. Sounds discouraging? Doesn't have to be. Is there an alternative? Yeah, of course there's an alternative. There's a great alternative. After wandering around and buying all these programs and trying to figure out what program or product was right for me, I actually just found one that worked and finally allowed me to say enough to forking out cash to any more of these blogging programs, or any of these product launches, all of these things that came into my inbox that I hoped would be the last one I'd ever have to buy in order to make money. Thank heaven. After spending all those tens of thousands of dollars of my hard earned money, I found a program, a free program, that's called Instant Payday Network. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to give me any money, so please don't go away and please put your money away. You don't need it, and surprise, I don't want it. What I'm going to tell you about is 100% free. Now, you're probably saying, come on, dude, you're just trying to sell me into your program, just like all the other guys in James Gladwell, man. And I'm going to tell you that no, I'm not selling you anything. I am trying to tell you about a phenomenal program, but I'm not selling you anything because what I want to tell you about costs $0.00. Instant Payday Network is free, unlike the other programs out there like Simple Start Blogging and all those other ones. This program is free. It's not $97, it's not $67, so I'm not selling you anything. Now, let me tell you what happens with the Instant Payday Network as opposed to Simple Start Blogging. Um, you get paid $58 whenever anyone comes into the Instant Payday Network and completes the free program. Now, the system was created by a guy by the name of Jeff Buchanan, and you can see his picture right there. He's pretty much an ordinary guy, pretty soft spoken, and he's a really nice guy, and he's very smart. Jeff's system, the way he actually set it up, has no buy in fees whatsoever. You don't have to pay anything up front. I know that's hard to believe, but it's the truth. There are no website fees, there's zero maintenance fees, and there are no hidden fees later on. There's no upsells after you get in. Once you're in, it's still free. Nobody's asking you for more money to make the product 100% whole and work the way you would think it would work from the outset. You don't need to learn how to set up a website. You don't need to learn how to blog or how to do SEO. You don't need to know how to do any of that stuff, guys. It's really that simple. There are zero fees to get started. Just to put your mind at ease, Instant Payday Network is not an MLM. So those of you that are really into multi-level marketing, sorry to bring you down, but you're not going to make your money that way in Instant Payday Network, and you don't have to worry about that with Instant Payday. You also don't have to bug your family and friends like you would, say, with Amway or Avon or some of those other business propositions that we've all been confronted with. There's no cold calling. You never have to pick up a phone and call someone off a list that you don't know. And there's no product or inventory to ship. So, what do we get? Well, guys, with Instant Payday Network, you get a free, complete, turnkey marketing system. And that marketing system includes a free capture page with a 35 to 50% tested conversion rate. It includes a free automated sales funnel that funnels all your referrals directly to you. No one else sees them, no one else touches them, no one else gets them. They go right to you. There's also, believe it or not, a free email autoresponder. And there's free exclusive training to help you start making money now. Just to talk a little bit more about the value of the Instant Payday Network, I do want to go back and talk about this free capture page, the one with the 35 to 50% conversion rate, the tested conversion rate. If you had to purchase this tested page somewhere else, it's going to cost you $25 to $30 a month just in site hosting fees. And if you wanted to have one designed and tested for you that was as effective as the one Jeff gives us for free, that'd be about $200 a year. And I know that for a fact because the Squeeze Page company, I know someone who's used them before, and it costs $200 a year. The name of the Squeeze Page company is it's called Custom Splash. The free email autoresponder. Now, that's a biggie. If you had to purchase that on your own, that by itself would cost you $20 a month if you went with a company like Aweber or one of those autoresponder companies. And that's not even to mention how long it would take you to learn to set it up and make it run as effectively and efficiently as this one. But Jeff's already done all that and he provides it to us for free. He's written all the marketing emails, all the product introduction emails, all the follow up emails to your referrals. You don't even have to write an email in this program. Jeff also does tons of video training and written training in the program, and I'll put that training up against any training that I've ever seen being sold on the internet for 100 or 200 or $300. It's that good. And guess how much that's going to cost you? Nothing. Jeff is not going to charge for that either. On top of that, you get access to me. I'll help you with your training and I support you personally, and that's because I want to build a team and I want to build a great team and I want to help my people out. Once you've signed up and qualified for the Instant Payday Network, I give you my personal email address and my phone number so you're not just left out there twisting in the wind and having to fend totally for yourself. And I can assure you that I'm not going to charge you a thing, and I'm always available within just a couple of hours. Why am I always available? Because I love what I do. I love Instant Payday Network, and I'm grateful for what it's done for me. This is a free system that you can do at home, guys. I personally know people making $10,000 to $20,000 a month with Instant Payday Network. Now, remember, the reason why Instant Payday Network stands alone from the other programs out there is because it costs nothing to join to get started. Zip, nada, zilch. And you make $25 to $58 for each person that signs up for free offers. The other beautiful thing about Instant Payday Network is that you're paid your money from multi-million dollar corporations, Fortune 500 companies. This is all part of their huge advertising budgets. They put this money aside and allocate it as part of their standard advertising. And what that means is that you don't have to rely on the average dude to put his hand into his pocket and give you money whenever he thinks about it. That means that you get paid daily. I get paid daily. The question I have for you, I guess, at this point is, should you spend $97 for the other program, or 97 plus 67, whatever it is, plus endure the immense competition you're going to have, whether you decide to promote it as a JV affiliate or buy it as an end user and try to get your blog to the top of Google, when you could do Instant Payday for free? Sometimes making money is simple. We don't have to overanalyze this one too much. If you know of another program online that's free to get started, a program that has the potential to make you $10,000 to $20,000 a month, I would encourage you to go for it and embrace it. On the other hand, if you don't find a program, or you can't find a program like that online, you just found one. I encourage you, my friend, don't pull out your wallet and spend money on another expensive program with untested, outrageous, or empty promises. You have an opportunity right here to get started, finally making some real money online quickly. You can start making money within 24 to 48 hours, and all you have to do is click the link below this video. Right below the video, there's a link on the left-hand side. You won't be disappointed because it's 100% free to get started. Go ahead and click one of the links there right below the video. As a matter of fact, I've put 2 or 3 links down there. Right below the like symbol, the thumbs up symbol, you want to look for the link that says DignityRestore.com. Get into and work the program. You won't regret it. That I promise. So go ahead and click the link. Give yourself a break. Click the link below and we'll see you on the other side.